Good morning, half a day. Ugh. Curb. Okay. How's everybody doing this Monday morning? It's beautiful. It's sunny out, at least at the moment. But baby, it's cold outside. Car's saying it's 51 degrees. Supposedly the temperature is going to get up to the low 60s today. So it's just going to be a little bit on the chilly side. But I already have a couple of my apps on and gonna head to one of my regular waiting areas and hopefully make some decent money for this lunch shift. Gonna try, being that it's just after 11 o'clock this Monday morning, gonna try and work a couple of hours and see what we can make. I know asking for $100 is a bit of a stretch, but my hubby yesterday, he got a $50 shopping order, and it wasn't a huge amount of items to shop for, so that was nice. So it's a possibility. It's a possibility, and that's all I ask. But here, enjoy the blue skies. Like I said, it's clear skies. The other day when we got out to work, it started out nice to where I ended up taking off my sweater jacket, gone into the store, come back out, and I mean, we saw the clouds rolling in, but the wind had picked up, and I mean, you could feel the temperature had dropped. So I don't think that's going to happen like that today. I don't think. It's just me working right now for the lunch shift. I don't know if the hubby will join me for dinner shift either, because when he was helping his dad this weekend, he had hurt his shoulder. So yeah, so that's why he's not with me right now. I mean, he worked yesterday, but we tried to minimize, the heavy stuff for him to carry. But on one hand, it helps to keep working the arm, keep the muscle warm and whatnot. But I don't understand that. But hi, welcome in. Good morning. It is after 11 o'clock a.m. here in Texas. Oh, that's interesting. My car went from showing that it was 51 degrees, and now it's saying it's 48. It's practically the afternoon. Yeah, that is true. But good morning. How's it going? I already have some of my gig apps on. I've got DoorDash, Favor, Instacart, and Walmart Spark. And like I said, I'm just heading to one of my usual waiting spots to see if I can pick up some orders. I could probably wait at Costco. I just passed, but I can do Instacart there. just to find the items. Because we all know how Costco can be. They always moving stuff around. Oh, something on Spark. At Costco, definitely can be. Definitely can be. During the lunchtime and the evening after work, you know, after everybody gets off of work. It's really bad on the weekends. Something on Favor. $48 items. No, thank you. Don't let it snow. Don't let it snow. So normally, first thing at our shift, we tend to wait right here by Walmart. But I think I'm going to start my shift waiting by HEB instead. But yeah, it can, I mean, it's crazy. They'll have like 5 registers open at Costco, and even the self-checkouts would be open, and lines. DoorDash. 12 miles for $8. That's a backward offer. Oh, now you won't. Now you won't. Shut up, DoorDash. I hate it when it does that. Come on. Let's see. Another backward offer. 9.2 miles for $7.50. So, looks like it still happened. Yesterday, I don't know who did it, but this water fountain right here that we're passing, oh, it's still bubbly. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but there's bubbles in that water fountain back there. Ugh. No, I said I could wait at Costco, but since it's just me, that's favor chiming. Oh boy. 9 items, that's fine. 20.5 miles for $10. Lexi, I was wondering, I was like, that picture looks familiar. I didn't have a chance to really focus in on the name. Morning, Lexi. No, I didn't want to go to Costco and wait there by, I'd rather go over here to where I can try and get something out of the other apps. Are you out working? Spark is showing that they're glowing. $4. You're trying to muster the energy. It's a Monday. We all are. We find our ways. We find our ways to get up and get out there. Oh, you got to close tonight. That's right. $8.60, not good enough for a stacked offer. That's going over 5 miles. Come on, DoorDash. Lexi, did you watch my video that was released yesterday? You gotta watch that video and then come back and see me. Instacart at the moment does have a promotion going on. An extra $3. You did watch the video that says I was shocked? Man, if this wasn't a stacked offer. That was kind of a borderline offer. So you know what I'm talking about with when I say Aldi? What's going on with Aldi? What happened with the Aldi offer? I'm happy that DoorDash is chiming. I'm happy that I'm seeing offers come through. But yes, I'm cherry picking. You've had it happen? Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, I accepted it because it was still a good offer. What I was shocked about was just how it was split up on what the app paid and what the customer tipped. It was crazy. That's what I was shocked about. I was like, what? I'm like, really? I even chatted with the customer. There was no issues. I even chatted with the customer. And that's all she could muster, was that much. I'm like, wow. If it was any lower than that in reference to the initial offer, I wouldn't have taken it for that amount of items I was shopping for. Hmm. All right, I'm going to do this one. It's well, it's a favor order. Let's go pause my DoorDash. All right, we're going to, yeah, ultimately, yes. As long as the fare, the total fare, you know, is a decent amount, a good amount, a fair amount, yeah, we'll take it. But it's still just, I was like, really? Really? It was crazy. It was the first time I had seen that type of offer. I mean, we've seen it many times with Walmart Spark, because that was one of the good things about Spark, is when the offer comes in, you do get to see the split on what the app is going to pay you and what the customer is tipping. You see that ahead of time. So we do see, what do you call that? A lot of times, especially when we're here in our home zone, the town that we have to drive 15 minutes away, we get a lot of Walmart Spark orders headed that way. But a lot of the times, the customers that we deliver to out there, they do not consider the fact that they're 15, 20 minutes away from the store. They don't care. They tip very little or not at all. And Spark covers all of it or majority of it when it comes to paying us drivers. All right, so we are here at, I will be lurking, working. Hey, Rosebud, good morning. I've got a one customer shop here at HEB. It's 4 items, but there's multiples of a couple of them, so yes, I know I'm going to end up having to edit that portion, but that's okay. All right, y'all, let's go shopping. But I do love that song. You guys hear my jingling? I've got my Christmas necklace on. So what I find ridiculous is Uber doing add-on offers for $1.50. Now that is being, yeah, Uber has yet to yet again, dropped the base fare to a freaking dollar. A dollar. They still, on some of the offers, I still see a couple of times that it's $2. But for the most part, they're paying a dollar. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We drivers and shoppers are taking the bulk of the hit when it comes to these companies, you know, trying to make more money for themselves. And then they take it out on the customers as well by charging more fees or higher fees. Oh, I got a noisy cart. All right, so like I said, it's 4 items, but there's multiples on a couple of them. You know, and it's sad. And we keep doing this. We keep using these apps, both as a driver and as a customer, you know, because it's useful. It has a purpose. And we deal with the fees. We deal with, you know, being lowballed when it comes to paying their shoppers and drivers. And I know a couple of times they've tried to do the whole ban, the app for a day. All right, 14. Coca-Cola. Red cherry. We want. I don't see it on the top shelf either. I see root beer. And it looks like they're all out. Excuse me. Would you by chance know if this is anywhere else? Other than right there?
Oh no, it's gonna be right now.
Okay. Yeah, I see it's a... Oh, wait a minute. Thank you so much. It was just too far back. Of course, it's going to be on the bottom. All right. Now we gotta get water. I could have sworn it would be on this aisle. Why wouldn't it be on this aisle? Electrolyte. Oh, there it is. In the app. Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't give me. But it's that guy right there. I know we gotta find that one. Hey, Miss Daisy. How's it going? Alright, so we gotta get that one, A3. I just got a small shopping order here at a grocery store called H-E-B. A3. A3. No, it's called 671. Represent. Aw. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Daisy May. I appreciate that. Woohoo. Throw some love in the chat. Ah! What did I just do? What the heck is going on? What did I do? Green screen. Stop it. I don't know what I did here, guys. I don't know what I did here. To undo it, the green screen. Green screen. 0. Okay. I was like, what did I do? All I was doing was trying to give a heart to your... Why won't it let me do it? It won't let me heart your... There we go. That's right, it's 671. Come on now. Represent right. If you know, you know. But throw some love and hearts in the chat for Miss Daisy May. And she does have an awesome channel too. So you guys need to go and check her out and show support to her. Miss Daisy May. But we got one more item to go. It's all the way on the other side of the store. Alright. The deli, the rotisseries are right over here. We need a lemon pepper. Alright. My phone won't keep still. Alright. So there's two types of shopping orders here on Favor for HEB. You can do shop and delivers where it's prepaid, so you have to go to actual cashiers. Oops, I'm going to the wrong side. Excuse me, sorry. Um, and then like the one I'm doing, which is a shop and pay, which is not prepaid. So this one I can actually use the self-checkouts. So we're heading over here to self-checkout. Sorry.
You're okay, thank you.
I probably should put those jugs into bags. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I know I was going down. All right, guys. Hang out in here while I load my car. Oh, interesting. I hope they remember that they left. Look at this. You see that? I hope they remember that they left that up there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and message the customer. Found all items and heading your way. All right. You know, sometimes that's also a debate between the hubby and I on, you know, why message the customer? You know, why take the extra time to do all of that with the communication? Even as something as simple as what I just did. You know, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And when you're in a hurry, which a lot of the times I am, you know, because we get paid by the order. So we want to hurry up and get something done and move on to the next one. But patience and communication. Patience and communication does help and does pay off sometimes. All right, where am I going? Where am I going? What? Come on, give me room, people. This is a 2-lane. Sheesh.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Wolf Lakes Drive, then turn left onto West University Avenue. At the light, turn left onto West University
This song sticks out in my mind because when I was in middle school, we did a play. Well, it wasn't really a play. It was a Christmas performance. And I was a bunny. And I was wearing leotards, tights. I had the large bunny tail on my bum, and I remember there was a Christmas tree, and the whole dancing around the tree, like the song says, rocking around the Christmas tree. And the other thing that sticks out about that night was my mom had taken us to McDonald's afterwards as part of our dinner. And I remember just because, what I was wearing. We ended up going somewhere and I didn't change, so I was still wearing my costume. And all I remember as my mom is ordering, the person in the window is just like staring at me, trying to figure out. I was like, what is she wearing? And that just made me slouch more into the back seat. That's my Christmas story for the day. Beautiful day. Now my car is saying 51 degrees again.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Leander Road.
Just turning my DoorDash back on before I lose my shift. Because I had it paused the entire time after accepting this offer. Backward offer. And let's pause again. I wish I had brought my cart. That would definitely make this, this drop off a little bit easier. Because I know I'll be making multiple trips. You know what I mean? It takes up space whether we put it in the back seat or in the trunk, because it's not exactly a small cart, and you guys have seen it, or at least those that follow my channel and watch my videos, because I've shown it in my videos a lot. Oh wow. So this drop off is going to be right off the main road. So we'll see. We shall see, because I don't like that. I don't like the fact that, for houses that are, or places that are right off the main road, like the one we're on right now, and your drop off is right, right there. So I believe this is a house. So I got to turn the camera around.
Destination.
How do people get, am I supposed to just pull into their driveway? I wish the hubby was with me.
Your destination is on the left.
I don't know whose house. Okay. So I believe it is this one. Okay. Like I said, I wish that I had my wagon. Alright, where's the door? Where's the gate? Am I supposed to bring it that way? I'm just letting her know that I've arrived. So unfortunately, I think it is going to be one of those things where I'll be making multiple trips. And I have to walk this way to the open gate. Well, and this isn't going to be a fun one to get out of because, again, I'm right off the main road. So, all right, there we go. Backward offer. Yeah, just 2 trips. I'm glad that I did put those large water bottles in bags. Made it easier to carry multiple. If I had my cart, it would have been 1 trip, but that's okay. Other than DoorDash. No, don't want that one either. You know, it's not fun to say never, but I will never get my AR up to in the 70s because I will not take multiple crappy orders of the $2 runs just to get my AR up. And that's how these companies continue making their money and, you know, taking advantage of us drivers, is because there's a lot of us drivers out there who don't care and will take, or they don't know any better, and they, you know, they don't value their time. Backward offer. Stop sending me backward offers, man. You hear me, DoorDash? I'm glad there's offers out there, but stop sending me the backward ones. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Once I come to a stop, I will get back to a waiting area. I'll turn on Uber Eats and see if I get anything on with them. Maybe I'll get lucky again. Because it was lunchtime when that, my first and only over $100 offer. It was lunchtime and it was in this plaza. It was from Target. So maybe I'll get lucky again. You think I can get lucky? Oh, Spark's trying to send me an offer. Let's see. Is it good? Is it good? 20 miles for $19. No, that is not good. No. I'm trying not to take stacked offers, being that I'm by myself, and unless it's paying really good. If it's really good, I'll do it, but if not, then moving on. Boop, boop. Tarjay. Like I said, it was here. We were here when that offer. But I could not believe my eyes when I saw that. I thought I was dreaming it. I mean, I guess my market is not one of those lucky markets where people are seeing 80, 90, 100 plus dollar offers, because the highest one prior to that was 90 something. So and I see all these, other people on their videos and whatnot showing that they get those high paying dollar amounts, and I'm like, man. And we've worked different markets. We've worked here in Texas. We worked here, we worked Texas. We worked South Carolina. We worked Colorado. And it was only a month or so ago here in Texas when finally getting that $100 something. It came through as 118, but after delivery she had bumped it up to 125. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it was on DoorDash. All right, now that I'm parked, let me see if I can turn on. No. Guess how many? Let's see if Uber has anything good for me. And it sucks because, and I need to make a video on this, but it sucks that I cannot do Uber Eats. I can't do Uber Eats at Costco. I can't. Stacked offer, not paying well. Um, was that it? No more favor? Oh, went from red to green. I mean, it's still showing that it's going to have offers, but it's no longer as busy as it was. Chick of the fillet. Nope. Like I said, I'll do a separate video on that one because I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that that's fair. How they are only giving you the one or the other option. I'm like, what? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, and I will be making either a cooking live stream or a cooking video. I haven't decided on which one. Here the last few months, my cooking live streams have been doing pretty decent. So I definitely get more watch hours out of doing the live streams for cooking than I do on the video itself, on just the long form video. So I haven't decided yet, but it's based off of one of my Vlogmas videos. I believe it was episode 2 or 3. So if you guys haven't already checked it out, I do have a playlist on that one. It's my second season, my second time doing Vlogmas. So I did one for 2024, and here I am doing 2025. This is my 8th episode. So it's either going to be, this one will be my 8th episode, or the live stream that I do for the cooking will be my 8th episode. But I haven't 100% decided on which, because I am still on the journey to get to my 4,000 watch hours. I've got less than 300 hours to go. So if I can have another crazy, maybe 3 more cooking live streams, because on average, at least for the last several, I'm earning about 100 watch hours per live stream. So I guess I would be crazy not to do my cooking as a live stream, being that, I get more watch hours that way, you know. Come on, don't let that be my only one right now. Do you see what I see? A star, a star. As big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite. I don't know if you guys can hear the music or not. Do you hear what I hear? The child. Oh, the song. Big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Like I said, at least the apps are chiming. The hubby had asked me, it was either yesterday or the day before while we were working, on if we're being too picky. I was like, no. We value our time. You know, we value our time. And a lot of the times, you know, it really does come down to a split on the app for sure, stepping up to raise their base fare, pay us better, and customers, you know, if you want us to shop 20, 30, 100 items, you want us to drive 10, 20, 60 plus miles, you gotta tip accordingly, you know. Somebody, he will bring us goodness and stacked offer and alcohol. That's right, a beautiful sunny day. It's 52 degrees. Everywhere. And this is what I was wearing the last couple of days, but these are my antlers. I wore it yesterday. And the one before that was my red antlers. And then I also have a Santa hat one that, you know, for the headband, the Santa hat. The only downside of it is because, you know, we're in a car. I don't think I would have such an issue if it was a bigger vehicle like an SUV. But if I'm wearing it, getting out or into the vehicle, I'm constantly hitting it. You know, I'm constantly hitting it. Unless I really duck my head as I'm getting out or into the car. I need to find like the headband my sister bought. My sister from Colorado, when she was down here for Thanksgiving, she wanted a headband to match her Christmas outfit, because it's been a thing for her. For the first day after Thanksgiving, she dresses up in a Christmas outfit. She had this really cute Christmas dress, and she wanted a headband to go with it. And she ended up finding one that had a bow on top of it that matched her dress perfectly. Buffalo, no, you're still on my no list. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. And then that way I don't have to worry about it, because, you know, and just keep my headband on the entire time. Because otherwise, sometimes I'll take it off before I get, I'm not wearing it when I get out of the car. And if I remember to, I'll take it off before I get back in the car. And then, otherwise, these, my Jingle Bell necklace, these light up. So it comes in handy at night. I'll turn it on sometimes, once it gets dark, so then that way I'm noticed a lot more easier. But then I've done this too. I'll just wear it on my head. Or hello, half a day, good afternoon. Or I'll wear it like this. You're charging your car? I'm waiting for offers. Offers not like this, that's for sure. It's got to be better paying offers to do delivery. But I've done this too, where I just wear it. If I had more hair, it definitely would stand out a little better, but the only downside of it is it's right above my ear, and these jingle very easily. So as I'm walking, I'll be doing nothing but hearing the jingle right by my ear. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? I was just hoping that I would see better offers than I have been. I've only done one offer so far, or accepted one offer so far. It's not completely dead because the apps are, and I have all my apps on right now. I have all my apps on, so, and it's not dead. So that's a plus. So that's a plus. I'm hoping, I've only been at it for over an hour. So I was hoping things were going to pick up. I don't want to give up too easily. But it's easier for me to give up when I'm by myself, because I don't have my hubby to talk to keep me company and whatnot. So it's easier to give up when you're doing this solo. And we've been doing this together for 2 years. Oh, I have more jingles. My bracelets. Come on, give me something good. I'm sorry to hear that. Especially this time of year, you know, that's not a good thing. Well, I'm hoping things look up for you and that you feel better. So my Walmart is showing red, but so far the only thing I've seen is for $7. 7 miles for $7. I'll give it to someone special. It's Christmas, but the very next day. All right, let's move. Let's see if that's going to make a difference. Let's move. And twice shy. Next Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, I gave it away. Alright, I am a little closer to Target now. I really meant to come out here to start my shift at 10 instead of a little after 11 o'clock, but I ended up well, my hubby wanted me to make French toast again, so I made French toast and scrambled eggs and breakfast sausage. So we did that, and while we were eating, he was watching kind of like a biography type video on YouTube. We were watching about Roy Jones Jr. It's a boxer. He's a pretty awesome fighter. I mean, I think I might have heard about him, back in the day, but I'm not big on boxing. So, I mean, even when my dad, back in the 80s, and my dad would be watching sports, and it would be the two that I know that he watched a lot of was boxing and wrestling. He liked to watch wrestling too. And I would only catch it every now and then as he's watching it. Alright, I'm just going to give it a few more minutes at this spot, and then going to move closer to Walmart and see if we get anything. Because even though the apps are showing, you know, they're glowing and whatnot, and I have all my apps open. I'm hoping that for the dinner shift, that it'll be so much better. Because Mondays, for the lunch shift on just about any day, really, it's a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss on how well we'll do for the couple of hours we work for a lunch shift. And, but we tend to do better for dinner. And we usually start maybe about 3:30, 4 o'clock, depending on the day, to get back out here. I mean, especially now that it's dark in our, you know, from where we're at here in Texas, it's dark by 5:30. So, and I personally don't like delivering in the dark because, you know, we are surrounded by a lot of rural areas. Hey there, half a day, happy holidays. Thank you for popping in. But we live, you know, we're surrounded by a lot of rural areas. So we got these back roads, the side roads, dirt roads. And even in regular neighborhoods, you still get a lot of people who know they've placed orders, whether it's shopping orders or restaurant pickups. They know they've placed orders and they don't have lights on. What was it, last week, I think? We went to this one house. Their vehicle was blocking the house number. So I had to get out of the car, go around the vehicle just so I can confirm that we were at the right location. And the trail from the driveway, because the front door was around their garage and a little further in. And that entire pathway was surrounded, they had bushes and trees. And especially at night, I cannot stand spiders. So I was just like, I was being a bit of a baby, and I asked him, I was like, I asked him to come with me, and he led the way. Because I've done deliveries where there was especially here in Texas, they got the brown sprite, the brown recluse. Hey, Mikey, how's it going? I'm getting a kick out of your short video jokes. They're so corny. But yeah, so I had him come with me. He led the way. Because I do remember one other time when I was making a delivery, they had this huge plant pot, just the pot. There was no plant in it. It was filled with dirt. And as I'm approaching it, because it was right there by the pathway, I was going to have to walk by it. But it was already dusk, so it was getting dark, but not completely dark. But it caught my eye when the spider moved. I was like, oh, heck no. Because those brown spiders, no, they're not the recluse. They're the wolf spiders. So they're not exactly small. They're like the size of my hand. So they can be the size. Look at that. Would you want that lounging at you? I sure don't. So I made it pretty obvious as I was going to walk past it both times, going to the front door and coming back, to make sure I went around. I did a wide so I wasn't close to that plant pot. Worked earlier and I'm about $54 for the day. Yay! Well, I've been at it for almost an hour and a half now, and I've only accepted one offer because I've been getting a lot of these backward offers. So Not good for my lunch shift, but I'm really hoping that dinner shift will make up for it. All right. All right, as soon as this car next to me pulls out of her spot, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to head to one more spot. And if still don't get anything, then I'm calling it for the lunch shift. $13 for 13 miles. All right. DoorDash has been so bad in my area lately, but the apps, Roadie, Grubhub, Shipt, Uber Eats have been making up for it. That's good. Especially for Roadie. My hubby had signed up for Roadie last year, but every time we had it turned on, you know, either there was no offers at all, or the random ones that would pop up, and they wouldn't be close either. Would be paying like $10, but DJ's here. Where's DJ? So yeah, Roadie didn't, wasn't doing well, so he just stopped turning it on. And especially being in a small car, I don't know, what kind of offers do you get, Mikey, with Roadie? Especially being on a bike. Because the ones that we saw were like for heavy items, big items. DJ! There he is. How's it going? Aw. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. For the dirty stack that I won. Woohoo! I'd like to take a crack at one of their Walmart curbsides when I see a decent one. These curbside offers pay higher. They do. They really do. The curbside, and hopefully it does work out for you, Mikey. Because out of all the apps I've ever used, Shipt and Grubhub, because once upon a time I had all of those apps and I would be running all of them, but Shipt and Grubhub was no longer giving me any decent offers for a long time. I just stopped using them. But I guess it just depends in your area, your market, your town. Because like you, Mikey, you do, um, you're still getting decent offers. So I guess it really just depends on where you're at. Sunny's here too. Hey, Sunny. Good afternoon. How's it going? Hey, Bren. Walmart canceled order on me yesterday. $24. Don't make. Oh, I hate it when that happens. What's worse is when you do a shopping order and then you're already in your car and it gets canceled. That's happened to me a couple of times. So I'm here at Walmart. I'm going to get maybe 10 minutes here and see if I can get any decent offers. $20 miles for $19. That's still going around. My preferred member list keeps growing on Ship. So, oh, that is true. That's right. I remember you talking about that. That is so cool, Mikey. I mean, that, I forgot that that's a thing. And I don't know, maybe I should start using my Shipt again. Wow. I mean, that is something. That is something. When in doubt, shipped it out. All right, so now that I'm closer to Walmart, I'm getting more offers. But they're good offers. It's $21 now, but it's still for 20 miles. Come on. And it's a curbside. Heavy item and 62 quantity. I'm likely going to lose, what's plat on? Oh, platinum on DoorDash tonight, and I likely won't bother trying to get it back unless the point system hits my market. I still have to do the 100 order in the last 30 days. I almost had to take a delivery back to the store last night. It was a locked building. What? Customer couldn't figure out how to let me in. What? Office was closed too, and someone finally came along and reluctantly. That is crazy. Hey, Colleen. How are you? Good afternoon. Thank you guys for popping in. That is crazy, Sunny. Scary. Was that a nighttime? You said? Oh, yeah, it wasn't. And especially when it's dark out. You know, that, it is crazy. It is really crazy because, and that's, you know, another thing, my hubby doesn't like me working by myself because, I think it was another recent one a week ago or 2 weeks ago or so where another delivery driver was shot. I mean, it's dangerous. Hopefully they tipped you more though. Sonny, hopefully they tipped you more on that one for your time. I mean, how long did you end up having to wait? Yes, it was dark. I was in the breezeway at least, so not in the open. That's good. But it was very sad, Colleen. I was just like, another one. I mean, the last time, and it hit the news, the national news at that, where the woman was just trying to make a delivery, and I honestly don't remember if she was at the wrong address and the old man followed her out, chased her with a gun, and yeah, that I can't believe that. It is scary. It is scary. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I should make it a thing for my hubby too, especially now that it gets dark early. I mean, shoot, it doesn't matter. Daytime too. We should be messaging our customers right before we head to them. And I've seen many videos where people do that anyways, but I don't always. I do it sometimes, but I don't always do it. So maybe I need to make that more of a habit and message the customers and, you know, let them know that I'm on the way to them. Whether they're an apartment that's enclosed by a gate or not. Because those are the ones for sure that I try to remember to message to let them know I'm on the way, especially if they don't provide a gate code. And why take so long to post incentives? Right? You're talking about for Spark? It shows in your earnings that you got paid it, but you don't get it in your one app. Sometimes it just takes either the next day, or it sometimes can take up to a week or longer for those incentives. About 7 minutes. Okay. I've always used Walmart as a shortcut to get around, but with the amount of drivers who keep running stop signs and aggressively cutting people off, I'm becoming more reluctant to it by the day. I mean, I don't blame you, Mikey. Victory dashing, I still need to get my $25 from you. Victory dashing, I was waiting to get in the building about 7 minutes. Oh, big three dashing. That's what I was like, who's Victory? Yeah. I was like, who's Victory dashing? So yeah, and the fact that a lot of us are multi-appers. So it's not like, I mean, I honestly, you know, that we have a vest or shirt for app we use depending on what delivery we're doing at the time. I'm honestly thinking of doing a vest and create patches for each delivery app that I use. So then that way it's all on there for the front and the back, you know, to have on the big, you know, on the back it'll actually say delivery driver, and then have the patches on the front to show, you know, for what apps I deliver for. So I don't know why I never thought about that. I've been doing this 3 years and as multi-apping for, you know, more than 2 years. So I don't know why I never thought about doing that. That would be a smart thing to do. And especially for you, Mikey, being out there on a bike, you should be wearing a vest. And I think that's what we should all do, is get patches done. So all we do is just attach it to the vest. And if we're not, you know, if we're no longer using the app, then it's real simple just to remove the patch. Speech text. If you can figure out that, can you send me that same idea and how to do it, or video tutorial? Sure, I can do that. I think that would be a good Vlogmas video is to show, because it makes sense. It really does, because I see a lot of you. DJ, you're one of them. Mikey, I believe, I don't know how early you get out there, but there's a lot of people that get out there by 6 o'clock in the morning and it's still dark. So I guess and really no time of the day or night, we should be wearing vests. And for us multi-appers, we should have the different patches, so then that way it's easier, because it happens, you know, the GPS sends you to the wrong address. especially at nighttime. It is harder when there's no markings on the house, on the building. And that was the other thing I wanted to get. Who's the one that has it? Who's the one that has it? Becca. I saw it on one of her videos that she has it on the back of her bike. Because she also has a e-bike. And she ended up buying it. It was one of those digital signs that you can basically create whatever message you want on it. So that's one of those things. Maybe we can stick it up here on the dash somewhere, so then that way when we mode, we have that on there. So and at nighttime, if we're accidentally pulling into someone else's driveway or in front of their house, you know, it'll be in digital light saying delivery driver, but you can control what it says. So it, you know, for delivering Uber Eats at the time, it'll say Uber Eats or Walmart or DoorDash, whatever whatever app we happen to be delivering for. So that's something else I really need to invest in, so we can put that on our dash for the nighttime, so people know, because it's always scary, especially out in the country, these side roads, those long winding roads, if you're on the right one or not. You will, Queen. I am releasing the winners in the order which they were won, mostly given around the 20th when YouTube pays me. Oh, okay. I totally agree doing a custom one to where it shows what apps I'm working with so it doesn't confuse everybody. True. Hey, Fran. How are you? How's it going? Luckily for me, I haven't come across somebody who's too crazy when it comes to delivery drivers. Right? Right? Look, I can do this hand easily. This hand, not so much. And I'm hoping it stays that way. I really hope we don't come across that. But again, where I live in this town, because again, we are, part of it is called the hill country. So we do get orders that take us out of town and more into the country areas. So, and being that it gets dark by 5:30, having something more visible on our vehicle or on ourselves to show that we are a delivery driver and we're just not some random person pulling into your driveway or pulling up in front of your house. 36 items. I was like, yay, $15 for 3 miles. And then I saw 68 units. Hey, Roy. Good afternoon. Thank you. I know you guys can't see it yet, but this is the one I also had from last year, but it lights up as well. Unfortunately, my town is literally a mix where I get orders going inside the town or for the route, to your house, something like that. I will workshop it. I actually have accidentally left my DoorDash magnets on my car, and I was doing a flex delivery route and I confused my customer. Oh, that is pretty cool. I didn't know you had the magnets, your car magnets. The one that I want to do, because in that way, and I don't know if you were here when I was already starting to talk about it, but it's the digital sign. The one that you can either stick on your dash or you can stick it on the back dash. So that way it's more obvious that, you know, that way if you're delivering for Uber Eats or DoorDash at the time, you can adjust it so that way they know, oh, it's a DoorDash driver or it's an Uber Eats driver. Because you still get a lot of people they forget, or they didn't know that their spouse, their friend, or whoever had ordered something. So you still get that. You still get those people that are surprised. They're like, I wasn't expecting anything, or, oh, I completely forgot I placed an order. Oh, wait, no, that was you. Sorry. Okay, wrong person. The ones I got stuck through the crazy stormy tornadic weather, and I gave that one a 5-star of, oh, wow. Nice. I've been looking into ones that would work combo-wise. Let me see if I can... see, it'd be like something like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Has a shirt you can wear if she still sells them, makes content. Oh, you know, I haven't seen her videos in so long. But it's like these right here that it's programmable to where you can change the message and whatnot. And then there you go. Or these. Or the ones that can do this. I think those would be funny. Okay. I'm a going. 14 miles for $10. Nope. That is a fun sign. I would probably have too much fun with it though. I think we all would. I think there was one digital sign that I saw that it was one that you can do hand gestures, you know, one that's showing like hi, or, you know, dropping the I think he would have too much fun with that one. $8 for 10 miles. 3.3 miles for $18 is awesome, but not when you're shopping for 68 units. We are all trying to figure out easier ways so we can let our customers know it makes a lot easier too. True. I think there was a story somewhere where a truck driver had something similar to that on his truck and he got pulled over. What? I would definitely be using the middle finger. Yes, for sure. Because my husband would be rolling down the window to make it very obvious if someone did something to piss him off. He's rolling down, you know, like I'm doing the rolling down gesture. He would roll down the window. Yeah. He would be like, set it to the FU sign. No. All right. Okay, I'm calling it. I only did one offer today. I accepted one offer today. So sad. My lunch shift did not go well at all. I mean, I'm not even going to mention how much I made in this time. 'Cause it's bad. It's bad. So here's hoping that our dinner shift will go go better and we make our money, because we got to pay these bills. Are you on? I am. I'm at Walmart right now. Yeah, Uber Eats and DoorDash, and then it was Grubhub, and then Spark. Spark was the fourth app that I signed up for. My hubby was, he got approved for it a week before I did. When I signed up for it, it took about a week to say that I was approved, and we've been doing it together for 2 years. I'll be at 101. Describe the time Nice. You made your $100. That is nice, Cassandra. How many hours do you have left? Are you almost done? Because with the Thanksgiving holiday, I did fall back, and I was doing so good. I was doing so good with my watch hours that I actually got up to 37:10, I believe, was the highest I got. But then I fell back on posting and even doing live streams. So I dropped all the way down to just under 3,600 again. So I lost that momentum. So I was pretty sad about that. But that's okay. That's okay, because with the recent cooking live stream that I did the other day with my sisters, that got me 100 watch hours back. So I've got just under 300 watch hours to go again. So about 300 hours. But I am going to be doing another cooking live stream today. It's something that was suggested on one of my recent Vlogmas videos when I was asking everybody ideas on what to cook. So this is going to be in reference to that. It's something I haven't made. It's similar to something I've cooked before, but not the way I'll be cooking it tonight. Yeah, I was pretty sad. Okay, let me make a post. Oh, thank you. You had, yes. I didn't say hi, but I was in there. No worries. Thank you for popping in. I do the same. Depending on what I'm doing and I see someone goes live, I'll pop in, I'll hit the like button, but I don't say anything because, if I have around my family and whatnot, but I lurk too. But yes, so I'm back on track now that Thanksgiving, because I also had family staying with me over the holidays, but now that I'm trying to get things back on the roll again, estimating, I believe with the watch hours that I've made recently, that I should be sitting just over like 3705 or something like that. So at least I'll be back in the 3700. And I just got to keep going. I got to keep going. Sometime I don't want to say to everyone because I'm yes, so that's what I should be sitting at. Because I know, as you know, it takes how many days? 5 days for it to update in the app. So When did I do that? Saturday? So Wednesday, I'll know for sure. Wednesday morning when I check my watch hours, I'm hoping, because even though I've been posting something every day, because of my Vlogmas challenge, that I should be sitting at least 37. Who knows? Before Christmas. Before Christmas, I can be fully monetized. Woohoo! That was supposed to be me trying to do another finger cross. I can be fully monetized before Christmas. Let's do this! It definitely, that would be my Christmas gift. To get me fully monetized before Christmas. Yes, let's do this. Because I don't know if you saw my other cooking live stream. It's the highest one I've ever gotten in reference to how many views. My family heard me scream afterwards. After I was done with that live stream. I think it was over 3 hours. And I was cooking with my family again. But when we were done, I saw that I had gotten over 18,000 views. My sister said they heard me scream because I was in the living room, because I had never gotten that before. Never gotten that. The highest one I think prior to that was 6,000 on a live stream. So when I saw that I had gotten over 18,000, I was just like, what? So I don't know what it is, because my hubby is like, see, you should have been doing your cooking live streams more often. I'm like, hello, I've been doing cooking live streams for over a year. So I don't know why in the last couple of months, especially, why it is here in the last few months only to have my cooking live streams been getting a lot of views. I don't know why that changed. And but I'm happy about that. So I'd be crazy not to be doing more cooking live streams. The one that I did on Saturday, where I was cooking with my sisters, we were making empanada and pasta, which are big turnovers. But that one there ran for about 3.5 hours, and I got over 11,000 views on that one. So come on, if you're gonna turn, let's go. But this live stream, the one that I did on Saturday, that's the one that I earned about 100 watch hours. That's why, that's why I should be sitting back up at about 3,700 watch hours. No, I get like 200 to 500 if I schedule, and then if I don't schedule, I will get 700 to 1,200. So it makes me wonder, does that make a difference then, you think, by either just doing something on the fly? Because most of the time I set it up as a scheduled live stream. You know, I'll set it up to start in 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. And then occasionally I do have those that are scheduled days ahead, but most of my cooking live streams I set usually minutes. There's only a couple of them where I've actually scheduled days ahead. But so yeah, I'd be crazy not to continue doing my cooking live streams, which is why I said that I will be doing another one today. So hopefully you guys will come back and join for that. I know I don't think we'll ever figure out YouTube, because they're constantly changing. They're constantly changing their rules and whatnot. So just when people think we got it figured out, then they're like, crap. And for those, I mean, it helps those content creators where majority of what they put out there are tips about YouTube. So it helps them for sure. because it's constantly giving them something to talk about, something to offer up about the ever-changing YouTube. I can't. My plan is to upload crap, then hey, whatever works, right, Roy? Yes, remember when our long form videos got hundreds, if not thousands of views? Now I am lucky to get 70. Tell me about it. I mean, some people do what's still way better than others in reference to, I still see people out there getting hundreds and hundreds of views on their long form, but I don't know. Some people are just luckier. But that's true. That is true. I don't think I've had a long form hit over 100 views in quite a while, so I'll be home 5 minutes before my husband has to leave. This is actually a good thing. I had one where I hit 4. Nice! Very nice. In reference to my long form videos, I think one of my only videos that I earned in total, it was like 300 plus watch hours from it. I don't remember what the actual view count was. All I remember was that it got a lot of watch hours. So it was really sad to see that one hit the year mark and all those hours gone. It was one of those videos. And I was talking about Walmart. Uh-oh. Eek, where are you going? There's an ambulance behind me. Yeah, I feel you on that. There are many, I know I could have gotten my channel monetized a long time ago if I did a lot more live streams. That's for sure. But I feel you on that. Going live, it's not easy. It is not easy. One, it's, you got to find the time to do it. Two, the motivation to do it. And 3, knowing what you're going to do on the live stream. So, yeah, it's... Some people have these awesome personalities that it don't matter what they're talking about. It don't matter what they're talking about. It's just their personality that it attracts people to the live stream. People interact and whatnot, so it's, and then you get those when it comes to streams, if I'm just with somebody else, I don't know why, but it's easier, with some, right? If that's what you're talking about. I'm driving, so I'm skimming your message. But it is, if you have someone to interact with, when you're doing it with somebody, either that's with you side by side or you're doing it as a joint live stream, so much easier flow when there's someone to interact with. I used to go live all the time when somebody else. Yes, definitely. dash off. That's right. Dash off. And that doesn't necessarily mean we just use DoorDash. Dash off to using whatever apps you and the person you do the dash off with. Nice car. Those are always fun. Fran beat me when we did our dash off, so. I've only done, I think I've only won one dash off, because there was Fran, there was Maverick, my daughter twice, because we had a rematch, and I only beat Maverick, so in reference to a dash off. So I'm not exactly that great of a challenger then. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Yes, I'd like a rematch, please. We need to do another rematch. But I know though, when I did it was actually with Uber Eats, and my AR wasn't as high as my daughter's. At least at that point when I challenged her, I was able to get my AR into the 40s, because I told her, I said I got to bring it up, because prior to that I think I was sitting like at 10, between, maybe a 10 or 10, somewhere in there in the 10s. So I had to bring it up before we actually challenged, just to see how much of a difference it does make with her AR, because hers, I believe at the time we challenged, was in the 60s. So, but she beat me both times. Kitty! It's a little black kitty. Kitty, kitty. Look at the kitty. Kitty, kitty. Whose little black kitty are you? Kitty, kitty, run away. Run away, kitty. It's hiding in the field. Ooh, curb. It doesn't matter who wins. It keeps people invested because they need to know who wins. True, true. Angela beat me like over double, I think. So don't feel bad. Mine is in the 30s and Uber is like 15. Yeah. My DoorDash at the start of the shift, I was sitting at a 3 and now I'm at a 0. I think for Uber Eats, I'm sitting at a 1. So yeah, the only one I've ever been able to keep up with is Spark in reference to my acceptance rate. But that for sure is 100% true, that at least for now, and since we've been doing it, your acceptance rate does not affect the type of offers you get. It could be a wild one. I'm hoping that the cat doesn't try to run in the road. I hate it when cats run in the middle of the road. Yeah, true, true. But there's a field over here, so that's where it took off to. Where did my hubby's trying to what? The poor thing to the side of the road. I'd rather it be on the side with me holding it. Aw. The poor thing felt more peace. It stopped moving officially when I was holding it. Aw. Aw, that's so sad. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company. I appreciate that. But be on the lookout. More than likely, I think I will do it as a cooking live stream, which, shoot, that's what I forgot to do. I meant to render the shoot. I meant to stop by the store so I can pick up one of the ingredients that I need. Crap. H-E-B or Walmart. But I can't do my cooking live stream without those ingredients. I need two. It's in the produce section. It is. You want to come with me? Okay. Well, I'll be right back. I got to run to the store. I need these items if I'm doing that cooking live stream. And I was talking about it when I was sitting outside Walmart. I don't know why. And yes, true. All right. So I'll be.
I found it was in the closet.
What?
Your sister's backdrop thingamabob thing she was talking about.
Okay.
And the tree is out.
Okay.
The shit's in the front room. A couple things in the entryway. Most
Okay.
of it's in the front room.
Okay. All right. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
So now I gotta run back to the store. Darn it, and I was just at Walmart. I was in the parking lot of Walmart. And I even mentioned the cooking. But I knew. Am I clear? My daughter's parked in the driveway with the pickup and it's blocking my view. So now I have to run to the store. But I'm still going to go ahead and end the live stream. Sorry about that. So join me later today. I'll be doing a cooking live stream. But you guys enjoy the rest of yours. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye, everyone. Thank you.